More than 20 people have been arrested in London at the beginning of the two-week-long WION protests. The Extinction Rebellion activists have launched 2 weeks of civil disobedience protests, as they are calling it, to call for urgent government action to curb carbon emissions. The activists blocked a bridge and several other roads as the protests gathered momentum. The demonstrators blocked the road outside the Defence Ministry in London by chaining themselves to a car and putting up a mock Trident missile. The activists dressed in red and green robes marched through the crowds gathered at London's Marble Arch and staged silent performances. Hundreds of people attended the event, with some singing and dancing. The organisers expect to bring around 10,000 people to the British capital as a part of what Extinction Rebellion activists call an international rebellion. The environment activists have planned protests in cities around the world, including Berlin, Amsterdam and Sydney. Thousands of people marched on the streets of Paris to oppose a new law which will now allow lesbian couples and single women the right to conceive children with medical help. Traditional Catholic groups, far-right activists and many others marched in southern Paris to oppose the bill. Protesters carried flags and signs, some of which read "Liberty, Equality, Paternity," a wordplay on France's national slogan.
L'enfant a besoin d'un père pour se construire, pour grandir. On lui vole ça. Voilà, c'est surtout ça. Voilà. Et puis, qui dit PMA dit bientôt la GPA, la commercialisation d'un enfant. C'est pas possible, c'est pas possible.
On va arriver par une marchandisation de l'être humain, alors qu'on s'est battu pour l'esclavage, pour défendre l'esclavage, rejeter l'esclavage, et maintenant on revient dans un système d'esclavage en fin de compte, parce qu'on va utiliser des êtres humains pour acheter les enfants, faire un service après-vente et des choses comme ça qui sont pas du tout logiques. C'est vraiment c'est pas humain, c'est du commerce.
But even with the widespread protests, polls suggest that 2/3 of the public support the new bill, which aims at extending reproductive rights, is one of the first major social reforms by French President Emmanuel Macron. Aimed at ending discrimination, the draft bill has been passed by the lower chamber of the legislature. If passed by the upper chamber, it could become France's first major social reform since the legalization of gay marriage in 2013. Until now, IVF treatment in France was only restricted to heterosexual couples.